Number 4, what are the restrictions of the domain of the function f of x equals 1 over x squared minus 9? Whenever you have a fraction, your domain restrictions are when your denominator is set equal to 0, because you cannot divide by 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our denominator, which is the x squared minus 9, and set it equal to 0. Now, when I have x squared minus 9 equal to 0, the first thing I'm going to want to do is ask myself, can I factor it? And yes, I can. This is going to be a difference of 2 squares factoring. So that x squared is going to become an x and an x. That minus is going to be a plus minus, and that 9 is going to be a 3 and a 3. Now we t-time it. So I can now do x plus 3 equal to 0, and then x minus 3 equal to 0. In the first equation, I subtract by 3, and I get x is equal to negative 3. And in the second equation, I add 3, and I get x is equal to 3. So in this question, it's going to be choice 2, where it can't be equal to it, because now here's how to do it on the calculator. The domain restriction is going to be when you see an error in y. So if I go to my calculator and type that into y1, and again, you do not have to simplify it. We can just type it as is. So I have 1 over x squared minus 9. And if I hit second graph, I'll see that at 3, I get an error. And then also at negative 3, I get an error. So if you look at choice 1, that says x equals 3. So you might circle that right away. But the thing is, there's another error. So you have to check your other answer choices. So like if I look at choice 3, it says x equals 9. That's not an error. And if I look at 0 for choice 4, that's also not an error. So it has to be choice number 2.